So the first two steps of the clarity method framework that I have created has been born out of necessity during difficult times when I just wasn't sure how to put wheels on my goals, when things felt too out of place or life was lifing and I just felt overwhelmed. And so the first two steps that I encourage everybody to do, and this has taken me about 20 minutes to do on my own since I'm familiar with the process. The first step is to actually take a second and pause and get clear about what you're currently doing and prioritizing when it comes to your life alignment wheel. And then the second step involves looking at your values and determining whether the values that you uphold are really the ones that are coming through in how you're prioritizing your time. It's identifying how you're feeling about all of it. And sometimes those are connected. Sometimes what I was realizing when I was doing it today, and I'll just walk you through this step called release, is that seeking emotional clarity kind of helps us get the noise of our emotions addressed. So we're talking kind of directly to our heart, but we're also engaging our mind about it. So it is a metacognition activity where you are thinking about how you're feeling. So I've heard a lot of people say this feels like a really heavy time. There's a lot of concern and fear kind of under the current of daily life. And so I kind of went to the feelings wheel by Dr. Gloria Wilcox that I put in my handbook, and I just walked through exactly what those feelings are, two parts together. Then you're given an opportunity to journal about those things and be curious about their alignment with each other, or if something's out of alignment, and just by naming it, sometimes you can clear it. Also, I encourage people at this point to exercise self-compassion, a practice that I've really embodied from Dr. Kristen Neff, who teaches to recognize that this is a moment of suffering for me, whatever that is. There are other people in the world who feel this same amount of difficulty or suffering. And third, I have to kind of coach myself to speak to myself as though I was talking to a friend. So is there something I can tell myself about what I'm doing that will bring me hope again, for example? After those first few exercises, I feel like then we're prepared to actually look at and listen for God's voice in that quiet space then of evaluating our values, our priorities, our emotions, and then getting still and quiet so that God can speak into that space of growth for us and healing, so that we can discern properly what next direction to take. And only then are we able to choose a goal or a couple of goals to really focus on for a couple of months, so that we give ourselves plenty of time to see the whole road, but we take the first step with this process every single time. And then at the end, to sustain that, we look at practices like anchoring it in with affirmations and action steps forward.